Hey Crafty Babes, it's Dre. Let's look at the things that came in your exclusives. We're going to use several of these things in this project today. I'm just feeling like this back to school kind of thing, and the vibes are vibing for the back to school thing. So I'm cutting out one of these foldable like pockets. So you kind of trim out the edge, and then you can trim out the little hole right there, and then we're just going to fold the edges. So this comes with instructions too, in case you've never gotten one of these from me before. But you just fold in the sides, and you don't glue anything down to the inside of the pocket, or it kind of defeats the purpose of the pocket. So you're just going to leave it like that. When you're ready to glue it, you'll just glue or use the adhesive to the outside of those little flaps, and then glue that basically down onto wherever you want. Now, but the main thing we're going to be working with are these lockers. So I had to cut them up and kind of figure out how to utilize them to make them interactive. And so we're going to do that together. Also, I just had the idea that I wanted some flowers sticking out of that little pocket, so I did it so that I didn't forget that that was in my brain. So when it comes to these lockers, the thing you need to do to make them interactive is to cut the strips, and then you're going to, and I already did that on a couple, but the colors that I wanted to use, I did not get a chance to do those. So I'm doing them now. So you're just going to like tape the strips side by side, and then use your bone folder or a ruler or something flat and straight so that you can just kind of bend them so that they kind of open and close nicely, and then they stay closed. So, and then you're going to glue them from the back side, kind of like the instructions for the pocket. But I kind of am like, I just don't know what I'm doing here yet. Like, I have an idea that I want to use certain things, but I'm just trying to figure out how they all kind of come together. So I'm digging through some paper. I'm looking for something, because I feel like these lockers need to sit on something. So we're gonna do that. But I'm also just trying to, like, while I'm thinking of that, I'm also just kind of cutting up other stuff, because I know that I want to use one of these tall vertical journaling spots. So I think I'm going to cut the orange one out, but I need to get my bigger trimmer, because yeah, the small trimmer it wasn't working. So with these, I'm just going to trim along the sides and the bottom, and then I'm going to hand trim the top little tab part. So these are perfect for like a nice currently list or some small, journaling. I mean, you can fit a lot of journaling on there. I did, and you'll see that toward the end. But now I'm kind of just like, okay, maybe I need some cards. Let's try to fill out the rest of this other page. I'm kind of liking how this is looking. And again, some of these things don't really have a purpose other than just being fun to use. So, and because all of your exclusives this month are like school related, I wanted to just kind of go with that theme and show you how to use a bunch of them. So I've actually used all these supplies are from the On My Desk, which is in my shop by the time you see this video. And I'm using one of the new items that I'm including in my kits, which is several fringe sized pre-made page, kind of like page starters. So they're not fully decorated, but they're not just pattern paper. So of course, I had to use the orange composition notebook, and I'm trimming it down. This size happens to be just slightly larger than the particular notebook that I'm working in. So the fringe notebook sizes kind of vary in width and height. So I tried to just use the general size when I created the fringe notebook pages, and allowing you to just trim them down as you need to. So I'm actually going to put the lockers on top of this. I just think it's going to be cute. So the best way to kind of keep them all straight and lined up is I'm just going to kind of push them all together and then just throw some tape on the back. That way they just stay where they need to be, and I can glue them all down together, and then each locker door still opens up individually. That's just kind of, I mean, there may be a better way to do it, but I didn't want to fuss with how centered they were, or, if they stayed side by side the way that I wanted. I just was like, you know what? I'm a lazy crafter. Let's not forget. So I wanted to just be easy. So Just another quick trim on this composition page, and we should be good to go. So we'll glue that down. That way things are not moving around. Like once I decide where something needs to go, I just want to get it glued down so that things aren't kind of going all over the place. Now, my idea with what goes inside the locker is going to be like some school-related prompts. So like I just chose a few things, and you'll see me write them soon, but I am going to kind of just glue everything down on the other side first, just so that I know that those things are settled, and then we can kind of move on, and I don't have to worry about fussing with the things moving around and all that. So as you can see, I just did my tape runner on the flaps themselves, and then it still creates that empty space inside of the pocket and allows you to do some extra decorating on that if you wish. And I ended up putting the tickets over there on the outside because I just kind of wanted to use my, tiny attacher. Any opportunity to use staples is good for me. And then I'm gluing down that tall journaling strip, and I'm going to, so the notebook has, a space there for what you would typically see on like a composition notebook, and I'm using the On My Desk stamp, but you can use whatever stamp you have. If you were one of the folks a couple of years ago that got the composition notebook stamp, then you will have some of these options for like a little title, but I just thought it would be fun to just use the things that are new, the things that I'm excited to be using. And also, that's a great way for me to get used to, my own supplies and practice using them. But the what I used from that to make that title, it just says September Memories. So one of them is like a script, and the other one is a capital sans serif. So they work nicely together, and they both fit side by side, as you will see as soon as I get around to stamping. I was also trying to find the right colors. I've been doing a lot with several different kits on my desk, so all of my stamps are kind of like in a million places right now. So, but the spiced marmalade, I believe, is the one that is the greatest match for the On My Desk orange there, and I love it. It's a great match. It's a great match. I'm also going to use the other September word, which is just a larger, bolder sans serif from that stamp set for the title. Because really, what I'm trying to accomplish with this page is just some memories about back to school and school in general for myself. And it's not real deep. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be anything like where you're really having to do crazy journaling. Sorry about my head here. I just wanted to get an extra good impression on that September, because a little bit of the middle was just a little light. So anyway, I just came up with a few prompts, like one of them's favorite subjects, what I was obsessed with while I was in school, the best teacher, and I don't know, the best kind of back to school prep. Like if you were the girl that, loved office supplies, or, that loved back to school clothes and back to school shopping, that was me too. I was that girl. I'm still that girl. And, my kids were never really into that. So I just, I just did the best I could with having boys that just did not care about those things. So, and what I found for adding just a little something to that striped card was just one little word strip. So it fit perfectly right in the center and kind of just adds a little subtle touch where I didn't have to like make new journaling or write new journaling for that particular area, because that's really not the focus. The focus is the interactive locker doors and just the journaling, and then just kind of the interactive things like the pocket and stuff like that. And because there's tape on the inside of all of these, I'm just making a small line a very light line on the flap and the base of each of these, so that on the top flap I can write the question or like the prompt, and then on the bottom part I'm writing the answers. So for me, it was just easier to draw a line, because then that helps me keep my lettering straight, and that just, it helps. It helps. But if there was a different way to avoid having the tape hold them together like a hinge, like maybe if I left enough room on the printable for you to like have a strip right next to each color, that could have been a better way. And then, you just like fold or score them in half, but I didn't have that kind of spacing. So I just worked with, the space that I had, so I wasn't writing on the tape. And I think it looks fine, because really you're just opening it up and reading something. So some other ideas that I had would be maybe taking, like if you're using the pink, the blue, the orange, and the yellow, that maybe you do some stamping in those particular colors underneath, or you can maybe shrink some printables that you have and throw them in there by color. I don't know, like maybe you're even like down for like doodling or decorating like what your locker would be like, drawing little shelves in there or something. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of things you can do. Even if you don't make them interactive, I think they're still a really fun little piece, and they do make a statement, and you can use like whatever color combination you want. And because I picked that particular pocket, I wanted to make sure that I stuck with the colors that were in the pocket on the checkers there. So that's kind of why I stuck with just those 4 colors, and then I still have the other colors left over and can do another project with those. But I love this little journaling card because it really has a lot of room and it has a lot of space. So if you write small, then things look nice and clean. And if you write big, there's enough space for you, because we all write a little bit differently. But here I'm just basically talking about how I did love getting ready for school and organizing my supplies and color coding things. But that honestly, school and the first day of school came with a lot of anxiety for me, just because things were unknown and things were unsure, and nothing has changed much in my life. I'm still nervous and anxious when it comes to new things, new places, and stuff like that. So it's just interesting seeing the way that things were and the way that things still are. But here is a little bit of a look, and thank you guys so much for being Crafty Babe Club members. And I hope that you find some really fun ways to use these printables for this month and document some things about your school or your background and your history with back to school. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.